So we were talking about reading the windsock, and the windsock's telling me that there ain't just Neil wind. Wet morning. I don't usually lay out on the concrete, but I did today just to keep my wing from getting wet. I mean, if you do it once every 20 flights, it's not gonna hurt your wing, but concrete and asphalt is not something that you want to take on the regular for any sort of glider layout. You just want to take care, if you're laying it out, that you don't drag it across the stuff. You want to kind of pick it up like a bed sheet and lay it down gently. That way you're not abrading the surface of the wing. Let's get suited up. Everything's warmed up. I got Mr. Mark here. Do a little early morning flying. I've had my coffee. I've taken my poop. I believe it's time for action. Let's see if I remember how to launch this thing. Inflate, thrust, control, lean back, run. That's all there is to it. Ain't gonna be no pussyfooting this morning, boys and girls. We have to do a full commit. A lot of leg at the beginning, and then a lot of thrust right after that. And if we can do that, we will manage an early morning Neil wind paramotor launch. Hey, look, David came to join the party. Morning, David. Wind in my face. I'm gonna aim right through this ditch here. Clear. Yay, it cranked up. Here we go. You can see where I treated this area down here last night. All my tire tracks around the edge of it. There won't be no more bahia grass growing in this area. No way, Jose. It is killed. Wow, so nice and cool this morning. Look at my socks. I'm bringing the high socks back. Actually, to prevent sunburn on my legs. I got this area. This is my launch pad when I'm launching to the south. This is my toe paddock. And then I've got a good LZ down here. Let's go check that out. Just like Beggar's Canyon back home. See if we can get a womp rat. Downwind foot dragging, not safe. There's my LZ, newly expanded, freshly mowed, highly toxic to bahia grass. Foot drag? Heck yeah, foot dragging. Oh man, it's so good out here this morning. It's good. I don't want to get wet feet this morning. Ah, shit, too late. You know, the morning always presents like a different perspective on things. You got the sun coming in at a different angle from the evening. Things are increasing instead of decreasing as far as the winds and turbulence. It's just a reverse of the evenings. It's kind of a good change, you know. I'm always going to be an evening guy. Always. That will never change. But I've been getting up really early with all the training shenanigans I've been doing, so morning flying is becoming a more natural thing for me. Really enjoying it lately. Get over these power lines here, and then we gonna get down here in the ditch a little bit. Try not to get hit by a diesel truck. Man, I gotta come down here and cut those trees down. Those things are right in my way. I used to come right over the top there, now I can't. A lot of water in the ditch. We had a pretty substantial rain the other day. I have seen this ditch filled all the way up though, so still not as much as it could be. See where the water's been flowing through there. Getting low near the highway. Getting low, having a good time, having a good time near the highway. We'll get low one more time, and then we're gonna climb up over these power lines down here. In fact, let's just go on up now. I've done so much training lately, I've just not really got to taking just a relaxing joyride to myself. It's been demonstrating things for students or testing gear, but this was just me on my student gear, no less, but still just me. Let's shoot the gap. Let's shoot the little gap. Let's play the margins close, why don't we? Right through here. Oh, did it. These guys are about to launch. I don't want to disturb their air, so I'm going to check for airplanes and get out of their way so that they can have some clean air to launch in. Oh, I wondered why the windsock was going crazy. He's running his engine up. Don't know what to say, y'all. Slept 2 hours last night, had some coffee and an energy drink, and then here I am, flying the morning away. Just really enjoying this. It's kind of like sitting on the porch, except times 10 better. Yeah, this is like the high porch sitting right here. You know, it gets to a point where you can pilot your craft without much thought. You know, everything just kind of falls into place the way it needs to. That's when it really takes on a whole new level of enjoyment. Is when you don't have to think about what you're doing and you're just doing, you're just operating, like kind of like walking. or jogging, you know, that you just do it. You don't think about it. I feel the first little bit of turbulence. It's not much, but this is a tiny little bit there. Just a slow climb. This is what's referred to as a cruise climb. It's not full power. It's just you're cruising and you're climbing. It's better for the engine, gives you more visibility down below, etc., etc. It's a tool that I learned, or a technique that I learned with flying airplanes. You don't need to go maximum performance climb unless you're trying to get high quick. We're not trying to get high quick, so we're just doing a nice, easy cruise climb. And again, I don't want to disturb the air for these guys, so... Nope, nobody's hooked in yet. Oh, cowbirds. Egrets sit around and eat the ticks and fleas off the cows. Or they might just be eating grasshoppers. Who the hell knows? I think those birds eat anything. Fish, grasshoppers, ticks. Every now and then you see them lighting on the back of the cows. Looks like Mark is about to go neo wind. Forward launch. He needs to work on his forwards. He said that's like his weakest point. So I suggested that he actually go out and try to do some, you know, get some practice in. That's what you learn. Let's observe. He's dealing with a straight up crosswind, it looks like, unless that's his motor thrust doing that. No, he's got a 45-degree crosswind. Nope, he's going for it. Wing's gonna turn right into the wind and blow the launch. And I'm gonna come down there and tell him to look at the wind. There he goes. Now he's setting up good. Much better choice. Now he's lined up into the wind, basically. If he can get that center to come up straight, the rest of it should follow nicely. Okay, here he goes. He's got a fold on his left. Not enough power. He's turning. Oh, no. Makes me want to come down there and help. Can I keep it off the wet grass? Can I keep it off the wet grass? No, it's going in the wet grass for sure. 100%. It's okay, I know a way to dry it off that's pretty sweet. I'll show you here in a minute. Yeah, the first time it went to your right was because it was a crosswind, like a straight crosswind when you did the inflation. Yeah, you just need to get into that inflation nice and symmetrically. I don't know if you're pulling one side down or the right side. The left side was folded. It's always a fold. I don't know if it's the A's or the wing or the technique, but something's causing that one side or another or the center to fold up, and that's called, when it opened up, it caused the glider to shoot. I don't know. I'm gonna pull the center back a little bit more. Maybe this will help. It's worth a shot. Trim set equally, basically, yeah. Excuse me. I have developed a cough, probably from breathing herbicide fumes all night long. It looks good right now. Let's watch his technique and see what's up. Coming up. Man, that wing just is not inflating right. You see that, David? It's just all janky. I don't know, man. Yeah, when you inflated that wing, the entire fleeting edge folded in and was just coming up in a ball. I don't know what's up with it. It's doing it every single time. Your technique looked good. I was watching, but something about the wing. Hold on. Let's pick it up like this. We'll avoid sandpapering it for you. Something's just not jiving. It was doing the same thing yesterday, same thing today. It may have something to do with the cage and the way the lines is pulling the A's and it's causing the wing to fold in. See what's up. Sometimes you just need to get a different perspective on things. It may have something to do with the cage and the way the lines is pulling the A's and it's causing the wing to fold in. So we've determined exactly what's going on with Mark's unit here. It's a carbon fiber Scout, and what he's done, this carbon fiber Scout, he's run this light ring right here at the edge of this hoop, and it's tacky, it's grippy. This rubber is grabbing those A-lines. Let me see if I can demonstrate here. Now we're going to drag it across the back of this hoop. Look at it, it's moving fine, but look here. See that? It's sticky. And it's grabbing those lines and preventing them. It's pulling his wing down and fucking up his inflation. You want that line to be able to slide right across that hoop. I saw that yesterday and mentioned it, but I didn't know that was what was messing up his inflation. I was kind of maybe blaming the wing. Hey, Mark, come check it. That's what's going on, man. You're doing everything right. It was the machine that was messing you up. Again, what you want to do, though, is go from your carabiner. You want to make sure that that this line is gonna, you wanna make sure that it's completely slick where that line's touching every millimeter, and you'll be doing forward launches like a pro. I couldn't see it from the front, but from the side it was like, oh shit, look at that, you know? It was plainly. Like, again, your technique is fine. You're doing it right. I mean, everything's right. It's just, it's too grabby. It's too grabby. That's definitely the culprit. I'm 100% on it. Awesome. Solving problems. Always good stuff when you can fix up somebody that's having difficulty getting launched. What's the reason? You gotta look for the reason. I couldn't find a fault in his technique, so let's look at the gear. Mods. You gotta be careful with mods. Now that would be something that Mark would have noticed immediately if he had done like some forwards before he put the lights on there, and then afterward he would have noticed he'd blown every launch and like, oh my God, I was doing them. But he's in the weird situation where he's had, you know, a handful of flights, 5-10 flights, most of them reversible, all of them reversible. So the first time he tried a forward was after the modification. It's like, why can't I do it? Well, he can do it, it turns out. Nobody's looking. I mean, just flying's magical enough. The crowd will only get you in trouble. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear the story. There was a guy flying a kite out in the ocean, and the kite line caught Mark and the handle got hung in his frame. So he had to bite the line loose and get away from that thing. Thank God it didn't hit his wing and slice his wing. Those things are like razor knives, but because the guy was out in the water flying the kite, oh my God, at the hazard that presented. So something to watch out for if you're at the beach is people in the water might have kites flying. So they're not just hooked to the little canopies at the sand. Maybe they're out in the water. I never thought of that, so that's something I'm gonna put on my mental checklist next time I'm at the beach flying. It's been a good morning. I'm wiped out, sleep deprived. The hallucinations have started. So I'm gonna cut it here and ground myself for the afternoon. Much love, everybody. Kyle out.